The worst healthy foods for blood sugar. Most people get this wrong. Welcome back to Diabetes Food Truth. Today we are exposing some of the so-called healthy foods that quietly spike blood sugar, increase cravings, worsen insulin resistance, and sabotage people who are genuinely trying to eat well. These foods fool millions of people because the marketing looks clean, the packaging looks responsible, and the labels sound nutritious. But once you know the truth, you will never look at them the same again. Let's get into it. Starting with the first food people always get wrong. Oat milk. Oat milk has been marketed as a healthier alternative to dairy, but here is what most people don't know. Oats contain starch. When those oats are processed to make oat milk, many brands use an enzyme that breaks the starch down into glucose to make the drink sweeter. That's why oat milk tastes naturally sweet, even the unsweetened version. Some oat milks can spike blood sugar as much as sugary drinks. One study found that certain oat milks hit blood sugar faster than full sugar cola. If you have prediabetes or struggle with blood sugar, oat milk is almost always a bad choice. Next up is granola, the biggest health food marketing lie of the last 20 years. Granola was originally created as a luxury, sugary breakfast food. Then marketing reinvented it as a wellness product. The truth? Most granola contains sugar, honey, syrups, oats, dried fruit, and seed oils, all in the same bowl. A typical half cup of granola can contain 15 to 20 grams of sugar, which is around 4 to 5 teaspoons, and that is before you add yogurt or milk. Granola is dessert disguised as breakfast, and it sends blood sugar through the roof. Let's talk about low-fat yogurts. One of the worst offenders. When fat is removed from yogurt, the natural creaminess disappears. So companies add sugar, artificial sweeteners, thickeners, and gums to create the texture again. Some low-fat yogurts contain more sugar per spoonful than ice cream. If the label says low-fat, it usually means high sugar. Choose full-fat, plain yogurt instead. Your blood sugar will thank you. The next misunderstood food. Plant-based meat alternatives. People choose plant-based burgers, sausages, and nuggets, believing they are cleaner, healthier, or better for blood sugar. But most of these products contain refined starches, seed oils, fillers, emulsifiers, and flavor enhancers. These ingredients spike blood sugar quickly and can worsen inflammation. Many plant-based meats have the same effect on glucose as eating white bread. If it comes in a box, has 20 ingredients, and claims to be healthy, approach it very cautiously. Now for the biggest modern trick. No added sugar, snacks and drinks. People see the phrase no added sugar and immediately think it means good for diabetes. But here's the truth. Most of these products use fruit concentrates, fruit paste, sweeteners, or sugar alcohols that behave almost exactly like sugar in the body. Fruit concentrate is basically fruit turned into syrup. It spikes glucose fast. It is still sugar, or it just disguised in a different form. If the label has fruit puree, fruit juice concentrate, glucose syrup, rice syrup, or date paste, it is not a blood sugar-friendly food. Let's expose gluten-free processed foods. Gluten-free does not mean healthy. Most gluten-free breads, biscuits, wraps, and snacks are made from refined starches like corn flour, potato starch, tapioca starch, and white rice flour. These starches spike blood sugar more rapidly than wheat. So gluten-free ultra-processed foods are actually worse for glucose than the original versions. The only good gluten-free options are naturally gluten-free whole foods, not the packaged varieties. Smoothies, the healthy snack that behaves like liquid sugar. Yes, smoothies can contain vitamins and fiber, but when fruit is blended, the structure breaks down. Glucose hits the bloodstream far more quickly. A smoothie made from bananas, mango, apple, or pineapple can spike blood sugar the same as drinking full sugar soda. If you want a blood sugar-friendly smoothie, make it with protein, healthy fat, and fiber as the base, then add berries. The next misunderstood food is cereal, especially the ones marketed as healthy. Most cereals, even the ones labeled as whole grain, high fiber, or heart healthy, contain high amounts of sugar or refined carbohydrate. Cornflakes, bran flakes, muesli, granola clusters, whole grain squares, they all behave like glucose bombs. Cereal companies want you to believe you're making a responsible choice. But cereal is one of the fastest ways to spike blood sugar in the morning. and cause cravings for the rest of the day. A protein-first breakfast stabilizes your entire day. The final item on this list: healthy. Snack bars, protein bars, granola bars, cereal bars, energy bars. Most contain combinations of sugar, glucose syrups, sweeteners, dried fruit and seed oils, all compressed into one bar. People grab them because they look clean and convenient, but metabolically they behave almost the same as eating a chocolate bar. If it comes wrapped in shiny packaging and claims to be healthy, it probably isn't. Final message. Most people genuinely want to improve their blood sugar, but the food industry has become very good at disguising ultra-processed, high-sugar foods as healthy options. You cannot rely on marketing. You cannot rely on labels. You cannot rely on packaging. You can only rely on real food. Foods with a short ingredient list. Foods that existed 100 years ago. Foods your great-grandparents would recognize. The truth is simple. Eat real food. Eat enough protein. Add fiber and whole foods. And reduce ultra-processed choices, even the ones pretending to be healthy. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who is trying to improve their blood sugar but doesn't know that these foods could be sabotaging them.